Looks like today I'm going to be working on my yard art project. I've been working on this thing for a little while, but this is my first video on it. So you have to excuse me, I haven't uploaded a video in a little while. I was both sick and tired of working. But so here's a little bit of this project. If you can get a good view of it. It's going to be a shorty. So I got that tub. Made the frame rails out of 3-inch square tubing or 2.5-inch square tubing. This tub, I'll fill it with dirt and plants and stuff. And then the rear axle was actually out of a trailer. I cut it and notched it to lower this thing. These tires I got from a buddy of mine, and a set of 10-inch wheels I had laying around. Trying to use what I can without buying it, but I had to buy the tub. Old 440 block that's cracked that I messed up a few years back. I couldn't get myself to throw it away, so I can use it for this now. And I got little standoffs for motor mounts. I'm pretty happy with those. Those will hold it pretty good. I got plenty of parts for this thing. Here's the headers. I had these things I haven't used. Then the intake. It's kind of a fake 2.4 manifold I rigged up for it. And a lot of you probably recognize these old things. Had those laying around, no good. And here's the front end. Had a set of, I want some skinnies on the front, so we got some of these off of like probably an 80s like Chevette or something like that. Spare tires back when they started out with the minis. These are really old because they were a metric pattern. I had to grind them out to fit the bolt pattern of the front hubs that I got from where I work at Nissan here. So I made them fit that, and then leaf spring from the trailer. I just reversed the springs so it pulls up to dampen. Not that it matters for this, but that'll be good enough. Give it a little bit of a look with a spring on it. And then I got some of the parts for the front. I'll fill that in a little bit, an old distributor. I don't want to make it too nice or somebody might try to steal it, but I'm going to set it out on the front side of this thing. And I'm thinking I might do like a bush or something, or head here, so it looks like a racer's head sticking up out of there. Maybe some plants that kind of grow down the sides, and I'll patina this a little bit, paint it up and stuff, make it look kind of old and vintage. Pretty good. But what happened here is now it's pretty well locked in. Still pick it up, but it shouldn't move much, so I think that'll be good enough. It's pretty thick. I think I got 3/16 on here because I got the weight of the engine, and that container is going to be full of dirt. So I want to make sure over time it doesn't really bow the crap out of it. And this stuff's all the way. This is a trailer axle. That's almost 1/4 inch. The rear wheels roll, and then of course the fronts will not. I want to kind of keep the temptation of somebody dragging it out of here down. So I'll build a bottom bracket on the front and rear with poles kind of going into the dirt. Kind of lock it in there a little bit if I can. Let's see, let me get some paint. I got some of this brown spray paint. I know it's supposed to be rusty and all, but the brown will give it kind of rustic look and make it last a little longer. So I'll mix a little bit of brown and black. Mainly the bottom where water will sit. Get the welds painted. Keep the rust to a minimum. Stuff covers really good. It's bare premium paint. Covers pretty good. That's what I painted my fence with. Uh-oh. Well, that's stuck in there. Huh. There you go. Get the welds painted nice so they'll hold it for a while. Probably getting a little carried away on painting it, I guess, but oh well. Looks nice. This brown is a really nice color. Look how slick it lays down. That's pretty good. That looks good. Okay. And there it is with the tub on it. I was able to tone the tub down a little bit, but yeah, it's still pretty shiny. Only time will just give it time. But I'm not going to fill it up till I get it out in the front, and then I'll put some dirt in it out there, as this thing's going to be pretty heavy as it is. Just a couple of screws to kind of hold this thing down. It's got a little stringer out the back there, so if I want to put a little roll bar in it, I could have a hook come down the back and attach to that here. But I need to just get this out of here right now. I'm going to put it out in the front. Dude, I love it. That thing's freaking awesome. Can you imagine if I could rig up a little engine, a little go-kart engine in there or behind it or something, make it steer? That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really neat. All right, well, I got a lot of work done on this thing. Got the patina done on it. Just sprayed with kind of a brown and a black. I think that looks pretty good. Painted the wheels. If the front one's kind of rustic. So I got an old distributor, some wires on it. I'll get a valve cover for it later. Some old headers I had. The mounts turned out pretty good. I don't know if I mentioned earlier that say I used the old leaf springs out of the trailer and just swapped the leaves to the other side so they spring upwards now. And, not that it matters, but it's a fixed steering. The front wheels are solid. Make it harder to move if somebody tried to drag it out of there. So this plate here on the bottom will keep the tires kind of off the ground just a hair, in case they go flat. And then I'll put a rod underneath it to kind of jam into the ground to help hold it steady. Keep dragging it out of there, kind of make it more difficult if somebody tried to drag it out, being that it's sitting out in front of the house. I'm going to fill this thing up with sand, and for Halloween I might put a figure in here or something like that, a skeleton or something. Maybe later a roll bar, but for now I want to get it out of here because I'm getting some work done in the backyard. And I want to get my 55 sedan out of here and then put a bunch of stuff in the back to store to get out of the backyard for some concrete work. And so I need to get this stuff out of here. But in the front, let me show you what I want to do in the front. In the front, this, you see where I got the flathead and the cactus plant. I think I might move these two and kind of put it angled at a corner like this, and move the flathead down there a little ways. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Have the car as the front piece. And I might move this plant over to that side over there. But yeah, let me show you some of this concrete work. Yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Takes a little time to get permits and stuff, but it's good to go. I gotta wait maybe probably a few months before I can put a forklift on it, and then they're gonna do some more work on the front. But this place is a mess back here. I gotta clean up this half of the yard before we can work on this side and clean up all this junk over here. I got 2 more sets of slicks. I can make another one of those things. I really like this thing, this yard art cart, so much. I'd like to make another one. But yeah, I'm going to store all my engines and stuff back here and push this car forward. And I'll grab the forklift, pick this up with it after I get rid of that stuff in the front. We'll put it out there and keep getting creative with it. All right, let me get to work. I'm going to button up a few things on this, and then we'll get some of the work done out in the front. Well, all that work paid off. Got the big plant here that was in the front moved. I put it over there behind the trailer, replanted it. There it is. I kind of like it with the front wheels off the ground a little bit. Really happy with it. Turned out pretty nice. Then I filled it up about halfway with dirt. I think for Halloween I'm going to put a skeleton in here or something. But eventually I'll do maybe some light vines and plants in there.